Clueless, 1995, exposed 20 shocking behind-the-scenes secrets that will change how you see the movie. You think Clueless is just a fun teen comedy about fashion, shopping, and high school drama, right? Think again. 2. Beneath its bubbly surface, Clueless was a war zone of Hollywood power struggles, casting fiascos, and teenage melodrama. This seemingly light-hearted Beverly Hills movie was anything but easy to make. Amy Heckerling fought tooth and nail against studio executives who didn't understand her vision. Alicia Silverstone battled her insecurities while becoming a cultural icon, and the cast had to survive a grueling 40-day shoot that would forever change the teen movie genre. What audiences saw as effortless Valley Girl perfection, it was anything but. From casting disasters to behind-the-scenes chaos, Clueless was far more complicated than we ever realized. Get ready for 20 jaw-dropping facts about Clueless that you won't believe. And stick around till the end. I've got a bonus fact that involves a fax machine that reshaped Hollywood. Clueless was originally pitched as a television show, but TV executives rejected it, believing it was too sophisticated for their audience. Heckerling, undeterred, turned the rejected pilot into a movie script. The mix of classic literature and modern Beverly Hills culture ended up being the film's strength, setting the stage for the Clueless TV series and making the film an iconic success. Alicia Silverstone wasn't discovered in a traditional audition. She got the role of Cher because of her appearances in Aerosmith's music videos, especially Cryin' and Amazing. These videos highlighted her unique charisma and ability to blend innocence and attitude, which made her the perfect fit for Cher. Rock and roll quite literally launched her career into Hollywood stardom. In the famous debate scene about Haitian refugees, Silverstone mispronounces Haitian, a mistake that wasn't in the script. Director Amy Heckerling loved it and decided to keep it in, seeing it as an authentic reflection of Cher's sheltered perspective. This accidental mistake became one of the film's most quoted lines, showing how real mistakes can sometimes lead to comedy gold. Paul Rudd originally auditioned for the role of Murray, Dion's boyfriend. However, Heckerling saw his laid-back, intellectual vibe as a better fit for Josh, Cher's stepbrother, and eventual love interest. This casting change altered the dynamic of the film, creating the perfect opposites, a tracked romance between Rudd and Silverstone, while Donald Faison brought a different energy to Murray. Before Silverstone landed the role, Reese Witherspoon auditioned for Cher. Though her audition impressed casting directors, Heckerling ultimately chose Silverstone for her ability to perfectly embody Cher's contradictions. Witherspoon would go on to dominate the rom-com genre, but this role missed her, and it shaped both actresses' careers in unexpected ways. The entire production of Clueless was wrapped in just 40 days. With a tight schedule and constant wardrobe changes, the crew had to work quickly. Despite the pressures, this fast-paced filming created an energy that was perfect for capturing the fresh and immediate feel of teenage life. It led to bold, spontaneous performances that enhanced the film's dynamic. Amy Heckerling didn't just invent the world of Clueless. She spent months observing real Beverly Hills High students. By studying their speech patterns, fashion choices, and social dynamics, Heckerling created an authentic portrayal of Beverly Hills teenagers. The result was a movie that felt both relatable and hilariously exaggerated, a satire grounded in real life. Sarah Michelle Gellar was originally offered the role of Amber, Cher's rival. However, Gellar's representatives turned it down, believing the role wasn't significant enough. The part ultimately went to Alicia Donovan, who brought Amber's shallow, vindictive character to life. Gellar's rejection led to her own stardom, while Donovan's decision helped cement her comedic legacy. The iconic computer closet scene almost didn't make it into the film due to budget issues. Heckerling fought hard to keep it, as she saw it as a perfect reflection of Cher's character, someone who approaches life with precision and control. The scene has since become one of the film's most memorable moments, symbolizing the intersection of technology and fashion in the 90s. Jeremy Renner auditioned for a role in Clueless, but his gritty, intense acting style didn't match the film's tone. The audition became legendary for being a perfect example of how even talented actors can be completely wrong for certain projects. Renner eventually found his niche in action films, but his Clueless audition remains a fascinating what could have been moment. The famous driving test scene, where Cher scrapes a car, was not staged. The car was actually damaged during filming, and the production had to pay for it. However, Heckerling chose to keep the real damage in the film, believing it added authenticity to Cher's character. This genuine moment of chaos became one of the film's most iconic scenes, reinforcing Cher's journey through life's messy moments. The film's costume budget was so large that it exceeded the production budget of many independent films. Cher's signature yellow plaid outfit, in particular, cost more than a luxury car after alterations. Costume designer Mona May's attention to detail helped turn fashion into an integral part of the storytelling, creating a visual language that defined the character's social status and personalities. Christian, Cher's love interest, wasn't just an invented character. He was based on real gay men Heckerling knew in Beverly Hills, men who navigated high society while keeping their romantic lives private. Heckerling's respectful portrayal of Christian was groundbreaking for its time, presenting a gay character who wasn't defined by tragedy or comic relief. The James Bond-themed party scene almost didn't make it into the final cut. Studio executives thought it was too expensive and didn't advance the plot. But Heckerling insisted it remained, recognizing it illustrated the clash between Cher's superficial world and Josh's more grounded interests. The scene has since become essential to the film, enhancing character development. Alicia Silverstone's performance was more than just confident. It was carefully constructed. Despite playing a character full of self-assurance, Silverstone struggled with her own confidence during film. She worked closely with a dialect coach and movement coaches to develop Cher's distinct voice and posture. This behind-the-scenes vulnerability made her portrayal even more impressive as she turned her insecurities into Cher's seemingly flawless exterior. Cher's iconic makeover scene at the Fountain Valley Mall required multiple permits. The mall scenes, including the famous makeover, presented logistical challenges due to real shoppers constantly interrupting takes. These real-life interruptions helped create a genuine, bustling atmosphere that added authenticity to the movie's portrayal of teenage social spaces. Donald Faison's portrayal of Murray was so strong that Heckerling expanded his role during post-production. Faison's chemistry with Stacey Dion was undeniable, and Heckerling made the decision to give him more screen time to enhance their dynamic. This organic character development shows the importance of trusting actors to bring something unexpected to the table. When Heckerling pitched Clueless as a modern-day adaptation of Emma, studio executives panicked. They thought audiences would be intimidated by the literary connection, fearing it would come off as too academic. Heckerling refused to downplay the Jane Austen influence, and in doing so, Clueless was able to be both a respectful adaptation and a fresh, accessible teen comedy. The movie's iconic soundtrack wasn't the original plan. Early music choices leaned toward generic pop, but music supervisor Karen Arman pushed for alternative rock. This change perfectly captured the cultural moment as alternative rock was beginning to dominate. The soundtrack now stands as one of the most defining elements of the 90s teen movie experience. The dialogue in Clueless became a cultural phenomenon, introducing phrases like and totally bugging into mainstream use. These weren't just random catchphrases. They were carefully crafted to reflect the language and identity of teenage rebellion. Clueless made teen slang cool and relatable, elevating the movie from a teen comedy to a cultural milestone. Bonus fact: during the filming of Clueless, Alicia Silverstone received a life-changing offer for a multi-million-dollar deal from Columbia Pictures based on early screenings of the movie. If the facts had arrived a few days later, Silverstone might have committed to other projects, but instead, this timing catapulted her into Hollywood's A-list. The legacy of Clueless isn't just about its iconic catchphrases or fashion. It's about how the film broke boundaries in teen cinema, mixing intelligence with entertainment, and proving that teenage stories could be both smart and fun. From casting decisions to behind-the-scenes struggles, Clueless is a film that almost never made it to the screen. But once it did, it became a lasting cultural phenomenon. Like, comment, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes secrets that prove Hollywood's most beloved films are always more complicated than they appear. After all, the best stories are the ones hiding in plain sight, just like Cher's journey from clueless to self-aware.